Hi guys, today I am going to say you about the relational algebra. So here, relational algebra is a procedural query language, and then here it will mainly provide a theoretical foundation for relational databases and the SQL. So it is mainly used for the relational databases and the SQL. So here the purpose of this relational algebra is, so it will take one or more input relations and to perform or to produce only one output relation. So here the main function of it is, in the second point I have mentioned that to define operators that transform one or more input relations into an output relationship. So here mainly here we don't want to write any queries in a alphabetical form. Here purely we will use the mathematics, only mathematics. So there is no use of the English keywords here. So after that, the output of these relations or the operations is a new relation which might be formed from one or more input. So to get an output, it will be from the only one input or from the many input relations also. So here there are some of the fundamental operators are there in this relational model or the relational algebra. There are 7. First one is the selection, projection, and then union, set difference, set intersection, rename, and last one is cross product. So here it's everyone, that means every fundamental operator is having a different symbol. So this selection is having the sigma symbol, and projection is having the pi symbol, and union is like in the U shape. Differences is like a minus. Intersection is a intersection symbol. So these are the different symbols are used by these fundamental operators. And in this selection is the first one. By listening the name of the selection, you will get it. To select any any column name, or to select a row name, you will use this selection operator. So here in the first step I have mentioned that it is used to select required tuples of the relation according to a given selection condition. So in a query, how we will write? Select either a class name or student name, student ID in the same format. So here this selection also will work, but instead of writing that select keyword, you are going to use this symbol here. So this symbol will be denoted as a sigma symbol. So here it is used as an expression to choose tuples, which means a selection condition. Based on the condition, we are going to use this symbol. So here it will satisfy, say, whatever the condition you have given, based on that condition only we are going to use this selection operator. After that, next one is a projection. So here in a selection, it will only select what are the, based on the condition, it will select the details. So to see them, so how they are selected and what is the output, to get the particular output, we are going to use this projection. So here the projection eliminates all attributes of the input relation, but those mentioned in the projection list. So what are the, based on the condition, whatever the user need, it will produce only that output. Apart from that, it will eliminate all the attributes. So here this helps to extract the values of specified attributes to eliminate duplicate values. That means this projection won't allow the duplicate elements. So it will remove all the duplicate values also. So as I have told, this projection will be represented with the pi symbol. So after that, so just check one example. In this example, I have written query by selection and by the projection. So see here, and here first I have took a person table. Table name is a person. That means schema name is a person. So after that, this schema, that means this table is having the attributes like ID and then name and then address, and last one is the hobby. So here the query is, I want to select the hobby of the table. So who is having the hobby of stamps? So the persons who is having a hobby of stamps, I need to select them. So here what I will do, first I will take this selection operator, select. What is the condition? wherever the hobby is stamps, that means hobby is equals to stamp, in that place, that means we need to represent all that places. See here we are having the stamps in an ID of 1 1 2 3. After that, at the last again we are having the hobby of stamps 9876. So here what I have written, selection hobby equals to stamps. What are the condition is there, you need to represent it in the single quotes, and here in the last, in the bracket, you need to mention your table name, that means your schema name you need to mention here, that is a person is a schema name. This is only for the selection operator. See in the output what we will get, ID name and then name of the person, after that address, and then at last hobbies. Whoever is having the hobbies of stamps, those all details will be gathered here in the output. Next go for the projection. So if here, so I want the only names of the person whose, that means hobby, based on the hobby I need the names of the person. So here what are the query they have mentioned, only they are going to shows the name and hobby of a person. So if you select like this, that means if you use this projection symbol, it will shows all the names and the hobby. If you give the condition like here project name and hobby of a person equals to any name, like again if you give the stamps, it will give the particular name of the person and the hobby of that person only. Based on the condition only they will work. It is for the projection operator. Just go for the next operator. So next one is the union operator. Union, that means it will combines the two relationships. So it will eliminate the duplicates and it will produce only the unique values. It will produce only the unique values. So here in this union you will get the two relationships. That means you will get the two tables. From the two tables, so in union, if you have in table A and in table B, if you have the two names, if you have the two names as a similar, then it will eliminate one of the duplicate value, it will eliminate, and then it will add only one name. So in that also, in a separate attribute, if it is having a different number, it will compare if both are equal or not. If they both are same or similar, then it will eliminate one of the attribute, that means one of the tuple name, and then so here in this union, at the time of union, that means at the time of combining the two attributes of the two tables, you will use the symbol as a like a U. So here I have mentioned here it is like a union B. So it will be like a union B, that means it will eliminate all the duplicate values and it will represent only unique numbers. So here just see the next example for this union to get a clarity on this how you are going to use it. So here I had took the table name as A and here I am having the table name as B. So if you check these two tables here, in the first one I am having the A is common in both of the tables. Apart from that, here E is common. So A is common, that means the tuple of A and tuple of B, that means rows of A and rows of E both are having the same values in the same table, that means different tables. But here if you check, A is having the value as 1 here in a A table, and here A is having same A, that means a 1 in the B table also. So if you take it, union means it will eliminate the duplicate values. So elimination means only it will allow only entering of A only one time. So here in the A union B table, it will allows only one time of entering the A value. So just it will allow B and then D, E, F, and then just come to the E. If you check here, E is having the value of 5 here. So in the B table if you check, E is having the value of 4. So that means E, the name is common but it is having a different values. So union will allow these two because name is common but the value is different, so it will allow us two. That means check here, E is having the 5 here and E is having the 4 here. That means it will only eliminate the duplicate values, that means which are having the same or similar details, it will, that means it won't allow them. This is about the union. and just go for the set difference. Difference, by the listening the name of difference means it is a minus, means to reduce information from the one table or to reduce the duplicate values and to represent the remaining. Just check here, set difference in relational algebra is the same set difference operation in a as in a set theory only. So if you check here, I am having a table name as one is a French and another one is a German. So in this both tables, what I am having the attributes as a student name and their roll number. So if you check here, I just want the student name from the, so that means 1 minute, having a similar in the both tables. I don't want to mention them here, and which are of different, then I need to mention them in the output. So just check here, it is a French table and it is a German table. I am going to reduce the both names, that means I am going to check the difference. So your first name, it is a Ram. Check if the Ram is present in the German table. So it is not present, so I will mention it in my output. So I have mentioned the Ram here. After that, just go with the Mohan. Name is Mohan. I have checked his name if it is repeated in the German table, but it is not at all repeated in the German table also. So again I will mention the name as a Mohan. So go with the Vivek. So in the first row of the German table only I have found that Vivek name. So I don't want to mention that name because it is a difference. So whatever the names which are not presented in the second table, I need to mention them. Only which are not presented in the second table, I need to mention those names. So just go for the next name, it is a Geeta. So just check in the German table. Oh, again I have found the name as Geeta. So I don't want to mention this name also. So whatever the names which are not presented in the German table, only those names from the French table I need to mention here. So that means whatever the names are not presented in the second table, I need to mention that names from the only first table. So just check here, that means only Ram and Mohan are, that means these will become as an output for the set difference. So just go for the next operator, it is a set intersection. So I am going to take this same tables for my next example also. So here, intersection is the next operator. For this also I am going to take the both French table and the German table. Intersection means which are having the common in a both tables. I need to mention that in my output. So what I need to get here, so just check my query here. It is a symbol for the projection. Projection means it will displace the output. Exactly, it will displace the output. Projection of what do we need? We need a student name. So student name French. So you can give the bracket for this French, that means as a table name also you can give the bracket, or else for the attribute also you can give the bracket. So here I am going to mention it like an intersection. Intersection between the German table. From the same German table also I am going to mention the student name. So just check here in a before what I have done, what is having the difference. So which are not presented in the German table, I have mentioned them as a output for the set difference. So now for the set intersection, which are common in a both table, I am going to mention that in the both table same Vivek and Geeta, these two names are common. So I am going to mention them as the output for the intersection. So after that, next one is the rename. So in a query also what we are going to write, rename, that means old table name to new table name, we are going to mention it. So it is a unary operator and use it for renaming attributes of the relation. That means to rename a column name or for the table name, we are going to use this operator. So it will be like a P symbol. Just check here. So here what I am going to do, A by B, that means A slash B, and the R, that means here I have mentioned like R. R is a table name. So here A slash B means I am going to rename the attribute of B of a relation by A. So here, so a B attribute, that means table name of the B will be replaced by A. So that means here A by B they have mentioned and rename symbol is there. So after that, just go for the next operator. It is a cross product. So here it will show the relationship between the two tables. It means the two relations also you can mention it. So here let us consider A and B are two tables, are the two relations. So if you done the cross product between this A and B, you will get the result are the attributes like A will be followed by the each attribute of B. That means A will be done cross product with the each attribute of the B. So here every record in a A will be paired with the every record of B. Just go for the example. By seeing the example, you will get the clarity here. See here, A is having a three attributes. One is name, age, and sex. Sex means it is like a gender. So in a second table, if you consider like this is the A table, and in the B table, that is a B relation, whatever we are having, ID and the course. That means course name we are having, ID we are having. So just go with the A table. What we have discussed, every record of A will pair with every record of B. That means just multiply with every record of A with the every record of B. So here first I am going to take Ram, age 14 and gender is male. But the first it will be cross product with the ID 1 and course DS. So you will get the output here. So same. Again I am going to match this first record with the next of the B with the same Ram, age 14, gender is male, and here in the B table it is a second row, that means second column, and course is a DBMS. So I have mentioned it here in the next row. So as like seen, every record of A will be paired with the every record of B, and then the output will be produced with the combination of A and the B. This is about the cross product. So these are the fundamental operators of the relational algebra, guys. Here we don't want to use any English keywords like alphabets, and here purely we are going to use the mathematics. Just know that means how every function and every operator is working. Based on that only you are going to apply them for the further queries also. So if you have any doubts, means just comment in the comment section. So then thanks for following me, and if you have any doubts, please contact us.